Welcome to In Exile and America's two-tiered justice system. This is about Liz Harris.
The integrity of this House has been jeopardized.
Oh, it's been jeopardized for a long time.
With 46 of the House's 60 members voting in favor, Representative Liz Harris was expelled from the Arizona House of Representatives.
Our Liz Harris? Liz Harris has been a guest on my show a couple years ago.
If you don't toe the line, this is what happens.
But Harris wasn't removed for not towing the line, but for disorderly behavior.
Now she's back on the national stage where mainstream media just wants to do this giant embarrassment punishment for her disorderly behavior. You mean the disorderly behavior like here in Nashville?
Is the protest that sparked the expulsions. Representative Justin Jones speaking through a bullhorn because his microphone had been shut off.
That's the news covering for our disorderly behavior here by Democrats, which in our two-tiered justice system, they're going to get a pass. They get expelled, they get reinstated. Liz Harris will not get reinstated, almost guaranteed. But you have mainstream media saying, they only used a bullhorn because they got their microphone shut off, but they got their microphone shut off because of their disorderly behavior.
We will not be silent.
But for disorderly behavior.
Interrupting proceedings, demanding gun reform, leading a crowd of demonstrators through the House floor.
Oh, a crowd of demonstrators. That's one way of putting it. Another one is a bunch of insurrectionists who broke into one of our government buildings.
Jones and Pearson using a bullhorn.
Don't worry, they're Democrats. They'll get a pass.
But Gloria Johnson, who is white, surviving removal by a single vote.
Why do you feel like there was a difference in the outcome between your colleagues? I will answer your question. It might have to do with the color of our skin.
That Democrat is calling every Republican in that Nashville State House largely a name. I'd say it qualifies as
disorderly behavior.
Are you seeing the complete cover-up by media on this? They're defending their fellow Democrats, and they find the ousting of Liz Harris delicious.
Jones and Pearson calling their ouster political retaliation and a public lynching.
But for disorderly behavior.
Extremely disorderly. But don't worry, they're up against Republicans, and the Republicans will always roll over for a Democrat. This is in Nashville, Tennessee. We have the California values being imported into our state.
They cemented their legacy on the wrong side of history.
Democrats across the country weighing in.
These Tennessee three, they got huge Democrat support. Tons of perhaps the highest Democrat support. Meanwhile, here's how they treated Liz Harris.
In essence, for lying and concealing information about what was to be presented.
They're putting her up against Donald Trump Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle. They're like, yay, look who Liz Harris is seen standing with. And all the Republicans have just completely abandoned her. It's like, poof, where's your help? You're alone.
At a February election meeting.
Secretary, please call the roll.
That's where a speaker that Harris invited made outlandish and false claims.
I'm not defending what Liz Harris did. She broke a rule, and it was fine for these people to oust her. I'm only saying it's unfair what happens to her. If she was a Democrat, they'd have reinstated her right now for her disorderly conduct.
Once again, I stand with the truth and I stand with integrity.
But the majority of her Republican counterparts disagreed.
Yesterday, when I got the document, the whole disclosure, I actually took a highlighter and I went through it all.
You're a feckless weenie. When only one side fights, and Democrats know they have all of culture and media on their side, and the great sweep of that Overton window gets their approval, they get confidence. And the Republicans come in and they're like, we can't fight. We got our yellow highlighter out and we agree. The rules do not apply to both. Neither does the leniency. And so in effect, you have no rule of law, and it will not stand. It will not last. Democracies collapse because of exactly this kind of double standard.
Representative David Livingston joined 17 other Republican members voting for her removal, who believes the expulsion was needed to both hold her accountable and maintain the chamber's integrity.
The chamber's integrity. Look what Nashville did to maintain their integrity. They got the much respected Kamala Harris.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello, Nashville.
Can you imagine if the vice president came out and stood with Liz Harris? I stand by her great work. I feel the love. I'm going to spare you most of her word salad speech, but here's enough to make you turn your stomach.
We have seen over 7,000 students and young leaders go to the Capitol.
They went to the Capitol. No, they broke in. They trespassed. They insurrected. It's the people that will suffer if this two-tier justice system continues.
But for disorderly behavior,
I'm Doug in Exile.